Well, a new year and new laws signed by Gavin Newsom. As 2020 begins, the laws will address issues like housing and gun ownership, health care, and more. KPIX 5 reporter Devin Fehely tells us just how these laws could affect you.
State lawmakers passed and the governor signed more than 1,000 bills into law that will take effect in 2020. This is a short list of some that will affect your safety, your health, your children, and your wallet. California expanded its so-called red flag law, now enabling teachers, employers, and fellow employees to ask a judge to remove guns from someone they fear is a risk to themselves or to others.
There's just too many guns out there, and there's not enough control, especially in the case of elderly people or someone that may be mentally ill. That definitely, there needs to be some checks and balances for that.
The new law officially takes effect in September after the rules governing the court process have been hammered out. Lawmakers also passed a sweeping data privacy bill allowing California consumers to opt out of information sharing and giving them the right to tell big tech companies like Facebook, Google, Instagram, Twitter, and others to delete their personal data. But once again, the rules governing the process are still being written, and actual enforcement wouldn't kick in until mid-year.
The reality is they did the law without explaining to the companies how to actually make it happen. So the actual rules of what the companies have to do are being drafted now.
Californians will be required to have health insurance in 2020, a so-called individual mandate. It was a federal requirement along with the Affordable Care Act, but that was nixed by Congress. Now ignore this one at your own risk, because Californians without health insurance will get hit with fines come tax time in 2021. State lawmakers passed an education reform bill that prevents schools from suspending students for disruptive or willfully defiant behavior in class.
We would rather have them learn from their mistakes, stay on campus, continue their education, instead of just sending them home.
And finally, number 5. Amid the state's affordable housing crisis, lawmakers passed a rent control bill that caps the amount landlords can raise your rent to 5% plus inflation a year. It also gives added protections against eviction. Workers will also get a boost in 2020. The statewide minimum wage is going up to $13 an hour for big companies and $12 for small businesses with fewer than 25 employees. In San Jose, Devin Fehely, KPIX 5.